Hello everyone, it's Jackie here. I hope you're all well and doing great. I'm doing pretty good over here. I'm having so much fun watching Francesca Noon's Flower Magic Fest. I think that's right. And working and doing a whole bunch of stuff. I'll show you in a video all the things that I've made. But today I've decided to go back. I made this planner journal, let's see, 2019, so quite a while ago. And I had been thinking about going back and revisiting it. So let me show you what it is. It's made from one large Reader's Digest book. And then it has, I'm trying to remember, two smaller books. One smaller book that actually made these two pieces. I don't know. I know I watched someone make this. If I were you, I would look at Tracy Fox or who else? I've lost them. The people I watched all the time. And so Tracy Fox, and who else might have done this? Rachel at Roxy Creations might have, but this was in 2019, so you'll have to look back a ways. Also, Nick the Booksmith, it could have been. But anyway, so you can look and see. I'm going to try to stay in frame. It's a pretty big book, so we'll start and I'll show you. I'm going to show you with this side. So I just, follow her, do some of those things. It was probably Nick the Booksmith that made this, and I followed her. These are just some fun little pockets. I don't have anything in them. Never really did. Here's a big pocket. Just some cute little tucks here. Can you see those? No? I gotta move over more. There we go. So you can see those. Move some of my stuff. I have so much stuff. There we go. All right. And then there's this little one that's a policy pocket thing I made. This is a nice blue file folder that I made this part on. It just has a flip here. It has a little pocket here that I put nothing in it, but it does have a magnet closure. See that? Yes. This has nothing. This needs some work. It needs something. Let me just glue that washi tape down. As I said, I've had it, and I used it for quite a while, for a year or two maybe, and then stopped using it. So let me move this over now so you can see this part. These are just fun little flaps. They're really, I don't know, not useful for much. If I wanted to, I could, take a piece of something and tip it in. But I haven't. But those are fun. And then this is just a pocket, library pocket with a card, and it has a big kind of pocket tuck spot there. Nothing on here. Nothing on here. These need pockets, I've decided. All of these need pockets. This is just a big pocket I made out of some fabric, and what it does, it's to hold my checkbook. We don't use checkbooks too much anymore. I still do on occasion, though. So that's to hold my checkbook. And that's the one side. Then on this side, this is the side I'm really interested in using more. So this is just, I have 12 of these, one for each month. And it's just a hidden spine. And I have a lot of leeway here because these pages get tight. And I have to loosen it even more. Let me open that up a little bit. Let's see. Make sure you can see this. Okay. So as you can see, here is January 2019. So this side has a pocket. This side has a pocket. And I noticed I kept this kind of plain so that I can always tuck something in there. I keep checking to make sure I'm in. So there's just each one. And as you can see, I haven't used this I may have used it, but I didn't change all that. So I'm going to do some work in this because I no longer like, this is all Tim Holtz paper, and I don't like some of it. Like, this is probably good because it says month out, but I'm going to do some work in here. All right. So as we go along, each one has its own thing. So here's where I started now. And I started doing this and thought, why don't I just come on and I'll just do this with you guys. So I just went online. I got a free calendar, just a free calendar printout. And so I'm putting in my 2003, because I'm going to start this month, and going through. And somewhere I have September. It's disappeared. It's within the pages here somewhere. I'll find it. It's somewhere. But here I've done October is on there. November is on here. Oh, and I have some of those little cards here. I'll show you those in a minute. I have December. And here I just thought, as I went through here, it's like, this is not my favorite thing. And as I was doing some work and finding, I went through all of my trim drawers and things and fixed them. I think I'm going to go through and put something seasonal on the page like that. And I found this cutie patootie. This is from forever. I mean, probably 20 years ago. And I can't tell you the artist. You may know the artist. But I used to do a lot of sewing, and I made a tree skirt at one point for my Christmas tree, and it was this kind of thing. So I thought those would be super cute to put on there. All right, so we're just going to go through, and as I find things, I'm going to collect them and keep them for that. Now, let me show you what else I had. So on this page, and I can't find these again, I think I'm going to have to scan them because I don't remember where I got them from. But I had this page, which is the date, expenses, amount, and then I did a double one. And this was made to fit right in this pocket. And this is the tricky part for me. Hopefully, I will date things. And I'll just quickly show you. I won't show you a lot, but this is what I quickly did. You know, I was doing it. So I need to keep track of my spending a little more because I am, on a little more of a restricted budget. And so I decided I need to do that. And there are places like, see, this washi tape is coming up. We're going to put a little glue. I don't know if you can see that anymore, but I'm just going to put some glue on here. And I can see I've had this washi tape forever because I still have a little bit. And I love it. And yeah, that's why I still have a little bit, because I'm hoarding it, of course. Of course I'm hoarding it. Come on. All right. Then over on this side, I had some fun little things that I could do. And I had these little things I made for myself. So I could remember, okay, so here's my garbage one. And I would put them in here backwards. Or maybe I put them over here. I can't remember. And then I would turn them around once it had been paid. Or I would just move it over here. Garbage has been paid this month. There it goes. Snow removal, that's been paid. I can put that over there. So I had my cell phone. I used to get a kiddie poo box. We'll change this into something else. Car, State Farm insurance, all those things are what I used in here. Credit cards, my car payment, those kinds of things, my mortgage, all that stuff. Yeah, so let's just work through this and see what we want to do. Let's see. And of course, you don't even want to see what my desk looks like because it's a hot mess. All right, so let's do January. And what I'm doing is I just have my calendar, and I'm just going to rip. Whoops. Not the best place to have this on to rip, but, and these are for January. I want to say hello and thank you for joining my channel. I'm going to go back and look at the names. I've had, I don't know, 5 maybe new people in the last couple weeks join. And I'm so thankful. Thank you guys so much for joining in and becoming a follower of my channel. I really, I totally appreciate it. You know, as you can see, I don't have a lot of followers. I've had a channel for a lot of years. I'm not consistent, and I know that's part of why I don't have a lot of subbies. Oh, friends. Yes, you know. So, yes, I was recording and ran out of space on my phone yet again. I'm trying to resolve that. I did resolve it a little bit. So I missed a whole bunch of what I did here. But I'll just show you. I did get all my dates in here, or all my months. And I talked about going through and adding some seasonal things. For instance, on December, I have this from way back in the day. I had bought this, I don't know, a long time ago, like 30 years ago probably. And I had made a Christmas tree skirt with it. And I had this piece left over, and it's been hanging around forever. And I think that to embellish a page, you know, that goes with that will be fun. And I think, I'm trying to remember what I said when, because I missed like probably 20 minutes of this video. I think it would be fun to embellish as I go with this. Like, so embellish December, actually, when December rolls around. I don't want to do too much of that, but I think it would be nice to spiff this up a little. It's very dark with this dark, grungy Tim Holtz, and that's a page that, yeah, you know, whatever. I like this part. Bird cages, not so much. So I was thinking I would just, you know, cut this out a little better. I wish I could tear it more, because I would really like the frayed edge, but this is pretty nice fabric. I might keep that piece for who knows what. And then to add this, I might even, you know, who knows, I might tea stain it a little bit. I might just take out my watercolors and watercolor on it. I don't know. Okay, I would do a little more here like this. You get the idea. You know, just look through your stuff. You probably have lots of forgotten things hanging around. You know, I just happened to find this in with some fabrics that I was looking around in. And, you know, I'm like, oh, I'm just going to pull that out and keep that with my Christmas stuff, because I want to use that somewhere. And it's not going with Christmas stuff. It's going to go on there. So I'm not sure how it's going to go on there, but it's just going to get glued probably. But that will be fun. So I talked about that. I also talked about taking, I'll leave that in December, taking a colored, this is colored water paper pencil, watercolor pencil. There we go. Jeez. And I just kind of went around here, and then what you can do, excuse me, is just take a wet brush or your finger that's wet. I got water on my finger, but, and then you could just rub it out. And I just use black because that's what I have around on my desk, but any watercolor would do, or just watercolor in itself. All right, so here's the other one I did, since we just did July, and I looked through my Edith Holden stuff and found this beautiful picture from July. And I talked about how I've just started using matte medium, because a lot of the gals that have crafting on Francesca Noon's Flowers Magic Fest use matte medium, and I never have. So I got some, and I did use it to put this on here. And I did put it over the top, and it's now good and dry. It did curl my paper, make it a little wonky. I don't care. I tore this, and I kept this little piece that was down here on the bottom. Hopefully this is all in line and running still. Yep. And I just ripped it out and put it there because I like to see, you know, what that was. Okay, so the next job is to do something in August. And in my other calendar type book, let me get it and show you and remind you, because this one that is going to be my date here's August on here. I need to remember and write down some more things here. Yep. And then I've gessoed this next page. I'm going to put some photos, I've decided. I also decided that on September, I'm going to make like the first 2 or 3 weeks on here, and then 2 or 3 weeks on the next one, so I have a little more space, because sometimes I find that I need more space. Sometimes I don't write anything, but so yeah, so that's my daily kind of thing. All right, which, do I write in it daily? No. Do I write in it often? No. Should I? Yes. Or do I want to? I want to. I'm not a journaler, guys. I'm not. I love to make them. I love, when I have done it, I love to look back and see what I'm done, but I haven't. I love that picture of that fox. That would be kind of gorgeous on there, wouldn't it? But I don't really want that for August. Maybe for September. That could go in September easily. Right here. I'm going to rip this down a little bit because I want to. And I am just right now, I'm not going to